Is it to the point where it feels like your natural position, one you've played for a long time?
Not quite, but we're definitely getting there. It just comes with being focused in the meeting room every day and coming out and trying the hardest. Like I said, I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there.
With the competition there, I would imagine that keeps you sharp. You've got to stay on your game with it, with all the people competing for playing time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, you just got to stay focused in the meeting room, and spots up for grabs. So you just got to stay extra focused in the meeting room and make sure you're trying to do everything right. I definitely think that give it my best effort.
Has it been an easier transition to linebacker than maybe you anticipated?
In the spring, I think it was definitely an easier transition than I thought it would be. But now that we're in camp and there's a lot more stuff to learn than there was in the spring, it kind of stumped me a little bit. There's times where I was getting pretty frustrated, but there's just a lot of great players in that room, and just being able to learn from them every day and take the example that they set out there. It's definitely making the transition easier and easier all the time.
What was that moment like in bowl practice when Narduzzi told you that he thought you should give a linebacker a try?
I was pretty caught off guard, I'm not going to lie. Because at that point, I was in the starting rotation at receiver for the bowl game, and so when he told me to get in there linebacker for threes, I was kind of like, what? I went in and I did it, and I wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it was going to be. So.
Elijah, offenses can get pretty complicated, but is this defense as complicated? Is there as many things that are thrown at you defensively as you've seen offensively?
As far as just like the playbook, I mean?
Yeah, reads or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely gets pretty, I'm not sure of the word for it, pretty hard, I guess, just because, in offense, it's pretty black and white, like, what route you need to run or whatever. And, in defense, it's a lot of reacting to everything and trying to key all your reads. And, there's a million different reads on any given play. So I think it's a lot more involved than, maybe an offensive playbook, but it's a lot simpler in a sense, I guess.
Have you found, not for yourself, but for the rest of the guys on the team too, that for the most part, you're focused on Villanova or the Penn State game, moving beyond that?
I don't know. We're all focused on the Villanova game. It's all we've practicing right now. So.
You feel like you can use your athleticism at that star spot? It seems like it's a nice fit for
what you're... Yeah, definitely. I feel really comfortable out there. I'm to the field, so it's a big area to try and guard. But I definitely think my athleticism helps me maneuver around and stuff like that.
After taking those snaps in December at linebacker, were you surprised you weren't a linebacker at the outset of spring drills? Because you were wide receiver for about a week, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
In the spring.
I'm not sure, honestly, how I felt. I definitely know when he told me to switch in the spring. I definitely know I was pretty surprised. And so I guess to answer your question, I wasn't surprised that I didn't start off at linebacker come springtime.
Could you gain weight at all for that transition?
Not really. I mean, I probably gained about 7 to 10 pounds, since the spring, and I feel really comfortable with that, and they feel comfortable with me there. So.
What do you weigh now, Elijah?
225.
They want to keep you there, pretty much.
You feel like you really got into a groove once tackling drills did start in camp?
Yeah. I mean, I think even in the spring, it was definitely different. Hitting and running the lineman every play. But I think for 18 practices straight, you got to get used to it. Even if you're not used to it, you still get used to it.
When you were recruited here, you wanted to play wide receiver, but you knew that defense might be in your future at some point. You think maybe it was going to be a safety, right? What your thought was?
I'm not sure, honestly. If I would have guessed, back when I first got here, I'd probably, yeah. But since then, I mean, I've gained a lot of weight, since I've come here. I was under 200 pounds when I got here, and so from that standpoint, yeah, when I first got here, I wouldn't have saw myself a linebacker, but as the years went on, I think it was more and more possible.
Are you at a point right now at the linebacker position where you feel like you can rely on your instincts and not think too much out there?
For the most part, I don't know. It's a frustrating position from the standpoint of sometimes you want to do things on instinct and it's just not. Sometimes it's not the right thing, and so from that standpoint, it's a little bit frustrating. But I think I'm to a point where I'm starting to play my instincts a little bit more.